Hello, my name is Johnny. I'm from the Sameness project. We are doing We Heart. You are sitting there and you're really excited about We Heart because it's going to be a fantastic 8 weeks. This right here is a little briefing video to explain it all to you. So you should have your We Heart guidelines in front of you. 8 pages, kind of long, but that's okay. You should have your recording sheet. Yep, good. And now Lena, the other Sameness project person, is going to explain all the ins and outs of the project for you. So strap in, this is going to be a very, very fun 8 weeks. We're excited. You hopefully are excited? Good. Okay, let's go.
So yeah, I'm Lena. Johnny made the introduction because I was way too nervous to do it myself. We're really, really excited about this, and I hope that you've been reading everything that we've been sending you because there's some prep work to be done. But before we start the prep work, this is the week of prep work, let's basically go through some really, really important guidelines. A, you're free to do as much or as little as you want to do. We can't stress this enough because it's not the type of challenge where we expect a minimum out of you. This is totally up to you. You're absolutely free to do as little or as much, to be as involved or not involved. You get to monitor yourself. That's why we have a recording sheet, which is basically, as Johnny was saying, is on the Dropbox. You record your sheet every day on certain parameters, and then hopefully by the end of each week, you'll send these through to us. And the third point is anonymously or not anonymously. You can remain as anonymous or as visible as you wish to be. This is just for you. And basically, final thing we'd like to say to you is you must be the type that wants to have fun, because this is about serious fun, okay? So, just very quickly, as we had spoken before, the We Heart project is about many different levels of the heart. So we're not just going to be talking about fitness, we're going to be talking about nourishment, the food that you eat. We're going to be talking about the type of knowledge you're bringing into your life and expanding your mind with. We're going to be talking about your social life, your sense of adventure, your level of enjoyment of recovery and pausing and resting because the body needs it and the heart needs it. And finally, on things like empathy, which Johnny will take you through later on. So I'm here to explain to you the 8 different parameters of this program. Let's start with We Heart to Move, which is basically the parameter that involves the physical fitness aspect of this program. And every single Sunday of every week of this program, we'll be introducing a set of exercises on Facebook. You literally just click on there and you will find those exercises in video format to show you. 10 to 15 minutes of cardio and 10-15 minutes of strength training. Totally up to you how much of these you'll do and how often in the week. Each time you do these, you record that on the recording sheet and you earn your points. We do give you advanced, beginners, and intermediate options, so don't worry. As we said, you do as you can and you can progress over the weeks. And we will be giving you also warm-ups to go with these and stretches. So We Heart to Nourish is about the food and drink that you put into your bodies, which help your heart as well. We will be giving you guidelines, let's see, eating guidelines, things that we encourage you to eat. There's a list here, it's a beautiful, colorful list of the things you can and should be eating regularly, all the way through to those that you need to avoid with a passion. And again, for every single day that you follow all these guidelines, you earn points. We are also providing you with some nutritional tips, and these are a list. Again, all of this is in your guidelines sheet that is available to you on Dropbox. So there's a list of nutritional tips. Every time you follow any of these, whether you already follow them or not, you also earn yourself some points. So it's quite easy to actually earn points on the nutrition. And we will also be providing you with a weekly task. So again, every Sunday, you will have a special, fun, nutritional task. And if every time you follow that task on the day, you earn yourself some points. The next one is We Heart to Pause, which is the dimension of rest and recovery. This is a really, really important aspect of the program. Many people undermine recovering. So please take the time to read the general guidelines in recovery, which is also on your guidelines page. That's page number 7. Because every time you follow any of these, on any day, you will be earning points. And also, we will be providing every Sunday, again, a recovery task. We Heart to Pause task. Every time you follow that during the week, you will be earning points, and that will change every single week. The next one is We Heart to Learn, and basically it's as the title says, it's expanding your mind and knowledge. So we all do that, but we'd like you to earn points for doing that. So every time you do something like reading a book, learning something new in an article, or even a YouTube or a TED Talk, YouTube video, you earn yourself a point. You earn yourself some points, not a point. You'll get that on the recording sheet. And every Sunday as well, like every Sunday, you'll be getting a weekly task on the We Heart to Learn. We Heart to Connect is all about your social fun. So we want to make sure that you infuse your week with some social fun. So basically, any time that you feed your heart with anything social, whether it's going to the movies or doing something with friends for dinner or going to an art gallery or anything that involves your social life, you will be earning points on the day. We will also, again, every week, create a We Heart to Connect social fun task for you to consider doing. It's not compulsory, but if you do it, you earn yourself some points. Hard to Seek is actually a really fun category. It's focused on adventure. So what this means is anything up to you. The definition of adventure is really up to you. It's anything that you haven't experienced before, anything that you've been wanting to experience and really feels like an adventure to you, or have always wanted to do and have never done. So this is the time. You have 8 weeks to do it. So anytime you do anything that feels like adventure to you, you earn some points. We will also inspire you to give you ideas. We have guidelines at the end of your sheet of guidelines on tips or guidelines for adventure. So anytime you do any of these, this is just to inspire you, give yourself some points. The other dimension happens to be my favorite, and I don't mean to be biased, but because I'm from the Sameness Project. Basically, it's We Heart Empathy, and what that means is that you'll get an opportunity to run some Sameness Project initiatives on your own. You will be receiving an empathy pack. In there, you'll have instructions, and Johnny will be running you through some of how to do each one of them. You'll get a chance anytime throughout the 8 weeks, at your time, your convenience, whenever you wish, to pursue one of these initiatives and get them done. Every time you get one done, you get its own corresponding points for doing. And the final dimension on which you can earn points out of the 8 dimensions is the We Heart Weekend Fund. This is basically an opportunity to get together as a group, whoever wishes to join us on the weekend. There'll be 4 random weekends, and we'll be announcing them on Facebook well ahead of time, so please plan for these if you want to come, and you can bring a friend with you. On these weekends, there are 2 choices, either in the morning or the afternoon. We'll let you know. We basically cover about an hour and 20 minutes of physical activities, light ones, nothing serious, as well as some surprise activities that are really, really fun. Again, I won't tell you which ones because they're surprise but really fun. And finally, we'll get a chance to do some empathy work together, 15 minutes or so from the empathy pack. Do bring this wristband with you on the day. This is how we will recognize each other, and this is how you'll be able to collect your treats. Yes, there will be some treats on the day. Fun, healthy, yummy treats. Before we get started next week, this week is all about prep time, so take the time to do this. And by prepping, we mean reading the pages on the guideline pages as well as the recording sheet. And you'll find on the first page what you need to do this week in order to get some basic initial measurements. And these initial measurements you need to carry, well, if you choose to, you can carry on throughout the program and you earn points each time you record yourself. The first thing you need to do is get yourself measured on what level you're at, whether you're advanced, beginners, or intermediate. And on the first page, you'll find ways to do that. You have 2 options. Choose only one that you will repeat every week. You will also, this week, before you get started, measure yourself on some scales, just basic scales. Some physical, again, this will be on the second page of the guidelines, and some are just general levels on the different dimensions, the 8 dimensions that we were discussing, and you will continuously fill out your sheet every week on these measures. These measures are at the end of your sheet, recording sheet, on the last 2 pages. Please take the time to record them every week and then send them back to us. And that pretty much sums up everything for this program. We hope you enjoy it.
Cool, and that's it. Hopefully it all makes sense, but please, if you've got questions, what you probably do, you can hit us up on Facebook, you can private message us, you can email us, home@thesamenessproject.com. You can ring us if you happen to have our numbers. You could send out like a carrier pigeon with a little handwritten note. You can stalk us and find us in person. Basically, if you've got questions, find us on social media, ask the questions, we'll answer them. Otherwise, have an awesome 8 weeks and we will see you a lot. Cool, We Heart Empathy. This is the empathy pack which you should have got, or it's already on its way to you. This is full of Sameness Project goodness for We Heart. Inside, inside cover, instructions relating to everything that's in here. Now, over the course of the 8 weeks, you're going to be doing the things from inside this pack. It's really, really simple, a lot of fun. Instructions match up and there's different pointing systems for each one of the things in here. They're all on your guideline sheet, so don't worry about that. You can also go to our website, www.thesamenessproject.com, and it has information on each one of these projects as well if you need a little bit more. But each week we will be explaining bit by bit what's in this pack for you. Easy.